introduce yourself. Could you please everyone introduce?
Hi, good evening. Myself, Arif, I'm working in Biocon Biologics. I have the 5 years of experience in pharma industry, boss. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Arif. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah.
I think, sir, we can start without introduction.
Yeah, Arif. Hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
please
you
go
can.
ahead.
You can start, sir.
Okay.
Please carry on, boss.
So,
Please carry on.
yeah. Okay. We are having this training for this MES. So let me share my screen and start discussing. Okay. So you can see my screen, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just want to understand, like, is anyone having experience of MES in this in this uh, in this call? Like, a lot of people has joined already. Hello.
No, sir, I don't hear.
Okay. Not a problem. So basically, this training is scheduled for this. We are having MES right now, and we are having MES. We are having MES in future, like a lot of opportunities that you can see when you open this Naukri.com. We are having a lot of openings in MES, and this MES is not related to only pharma. So I can understand. I think a lot of people have joined in this call belonging from pharma industry only. So this MES is not related to only pharma. It's manufacturing. So manufacturing can be for metal industry, can be for cement industry. Manufacturing can be for automotive industry and all. So in future, I can say within like after 20-30 years, we'll having big future for this MES, because very few companies has implemented this MES application, and a lot of openings are already there. And like after this training, you will understand like how MES application work and what is the impact of MES application and all. So this training is not specific for one specific of any application. Like we are having a lot of application, MES application in the market, Verum, Rockwell, OP Center. A lot of MES applications are there. So I'm not going to discuss any specific application, because the goal. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
What is that Viram Pasak's application?
Yeah. Verum Pasix is one MES application.
Okay, I have seen in Naukari so many times.
Yeah. So we are having a lot of openings. So we'll go slide by slide and try
Okay.
to understand what is the
You
thing.
can start. Okay.
Yeah. So in this training, like what we are going to achieve. So first, this training is fully dedicated for this MES only, manufacturing execution system. And after this training, we'll get the certification also. And in this training, we'll try to understand not only MES, we'll try to understand different application integration also, like how MES will work with this different integration with different application. Like we are having other applications also, like we are having SAP, we are having historian, we are having OPC. So how these application
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Just a second. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. So in this training, we'll understand this manufacturing in application integration also, because in what you can say, in production we're having other applications also, like we are having SAP. SAP is using everywhere, right? So we'll understand this SAP MES integration also. Apart from that, we'll understand this historian and MES integration also. We'll understand this OPC and MES integration also, and we'll having this recipe design, workflow design, MES. We'll having recipe design, workflow design. These things are there in this training. We'll having MES architecture, how MES servers will be established for any pharma company, like what all type of servers they are using, and how MES application is deploying for any what do you say, for any production manufacturing company like that, and what all future scopes we are having, and the most important thing is validation for MES application. So maybe you guys are having already experience over this validation stuff, but this MES validation is somewhat different from other application, because this other application validation is not the sort validation type of things. Like if you are having this what I can say, for this documentation, maybe few companies are using DocHub, DocSell. These things are also GXP's application. So all GXP application needs to be very qualified, right? What I can say, so we'll having this other integrations, and so apart from that, we'll having this future scope, and that I already told you. This validation is most important thing for this MES, because we are going to replace all our manually printed BMR into EBMR. We are going to convert all our paper BMR into recipe and workflow. Maybe recipe and workflow will be new for everyone, because these things, recipe and workflow, is there in other application also. In SAP, this recipe is there. But the thing is, like the SAP recipe and MES recipe is somewhat different. The MES recipe looks like, it looks like a flow chart. Somewhat flow chart is having idea, like everyone knows about this flow chart and all, because this is the basic thing for a new software guy. If you want to enter into software industry, if you want to be a programmer, or if you want to be a consultant, you want to be an analyst in software, the flow chart everyone should know, right? If else statement, and how we'll reach out to from step one to final step, like that. So what all activities we need to do, the same we need to design into flow chart. Okay. And this career growth with MES, in the initial stage, like even I was also joined, I was a part of one small scale company, and I was just doing this validation for this recipe and workflow. Slowly I did the recipe designing, workflow designing, and then I learned this installation configuration for this MES application after getting the requirement from the user, from the client. And after that, like we're having this OQ, PQ, IQ, these things I did. So that's why I mentioned here. So MES is not related with pharmaceutical industries. You will get a chance to get job in. You will get job in IT industry also, and apart from that, you will get a chance to work on this automotive also, because if you're little bit technical, if you learn this SQL, and so basically basic SQL, I'll also guide you, like how to learn this SQL and all, because basic SQL should everyone should be aware what this is, basic SQL. Apart from that, you will get a consultant role in other
Yes.
companies.
Hello?
Yeah.
SQL is required for this one.
SQL is
For,
required. SQL is required for some application, because but in pharma generally SQL is not required. Why it is not required? That I'll tell you. Because in pharma everything is related with compliance, and SQL is like you are going to change something in your database, and something changing something in database is non-compliance directly, by frankly saying, in pharma. But for other industry, like for automotive, for food industry, for milk industry, like that, these industries are not taking care about the GXP and all. Finally they just want output. But in pharma it's not like that. In pharma will having output with compliance. We cannot skip compliance in pharma. That is the thing. That's why SQL is not too much required for pharma MES people. Even I'm working for pharma. SQL I never require for me. Sometimes this getting the data from database, it is required. But if something is stuck in database, then directly we are connecting with Rockwell team and they are doing some stuff and all. Okay. And the starting salary would be lesser. Like starting salary would be lesser, but like as you grow, as your career will grow, as you will get experience, definitely your salary will go. You will take a starting more responsibility, more salary, like that in corporate. And the good thing is, if you work in MES, you will get a chance to work in IT and pharma MES. Even though you did BSc or MSc, or you did B Farm or M Farm, and you are part of pharma company, and you learned this MES, and in future you will get a chance to work in this IT also. And that is the good thing for this MES. Apart from that, it's very difficult to get job for this B Farm, M Farm people into IT with good salary. That is the thing. Apart from that, you will get a chance to work for 5 days working. And this is the career growth. The starting would be very slow. Like the starting position would be, maybe you will get an analyst, junior analyst, or they will get a junior consultant or consultant. Slowly will grow, and you can reach up to higher package. So, but what all benefits will get in this session, that I'll tell you. Hands-on experience on MES application you will get, and a free membership for lifetime of chat will get. We'll having the separate group for this MES. In that group, you'll able to talk, interview based on question answer, free access, mock interview class will have, placements assistance, but not guaranteed. Definitely will provide you training, but it's not guaranteed you will get job. For that you have to work on it. You have to gain some experience. You have to learn something. Like in this session, I can guide you like how things will work. But if you want to learn something, you want to design something in MES, design something in MES. If you want to design something in MES, then definitely you will have what I can say. Definitely software access is required. But for that,
design
what you have to
something
do?
means.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yes,
Design
please.
design something means in MES. You will provide some MES application software.
No, I
In it.
cannot provide. It's not it's not free of cost. First of all, it's not like Java or .NET thing, so I can provide, and you will start. Even you can also download the Eclipse and all this JDK and start doing programming and all for this Java developer. But for this MES, it's difficult to provide application, because companies like software companies are not providing free of cost application demo version also to people, or to pharma companies. For the training also they are not providing at all. So I cannot provide you for that. You have to learn something wherever you are working. Maybe MES is there, then you have to learn. But if you are not able to learn it, then you understand this validation and all, and you can slowly go into, because I've heard many people that they are working as operator in pharma industry, and they just executed this recipe order process order workflows in MES, and they got job in what I can say, they got job in IT industry.
No. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sorry for the interruption. Your good name, please.
Pankaj Agarwal.
Pankaj?
Agarwal.
Okay, okay. Continue.
Uh,
Okay, you can continue.
yeah, so we'll having mock interview class, placements assistant, but not guaranteed. Definitely 2 batch can be joined with same fees. It's big benefit for you people. Recording of class will be available on site to recall and clear
Excuse
your
me?
own notes.
Hello.
Yeah.
As you're saying that 2 batches can be joining with the same fee, that means what does it mean?
Like if 2 batch, like suppose you finished 1 batch and next batch is going to start for this MES, you can join in that.
Okay, if you're not getting the placement for the first batch, then we can go for the second batch with the same fees.
Yes. If you didn't understand the thing in the first batch, you can go for the second batch also.
Consecutive batch only, one after another. Okay.
No, you
the
are the
first batch
trainer
we
for
are
MES.
entering
Yeah.
and you are not getting the time to enter the second batch, then we can go for the third.
There is a 2 batch only. If one by chance you miss because of some reason, you can join the next batch as well. Only next batch, not the third batch. Okay.
The consecutive batch.
Yeah, consecutively 2 batch. Yes.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
Pankaj, Mr. Pankaj,
Yeah.
Pankaj.
Yes.
How many years do you have experience in MES applications?
I'm having overall 5 years complete experience in this MES.
What are the missions are you integrated with MES applications? Could you please explain?
No,
Means, what
machines.
type of?
See, first of all, if you try to understand machine integration, so I am a MES people. I'm not at all
No,
interested in
no.
all type. No, just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not interested in understanding of all type of machine. I can integrate all type of machine if machine data will be available in historian database or in OPC database. So my target would be to connect the historian server, not to machine. Are you trying to understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not touching the machine. So if you ask me, I can branding,
No,
porting, termination machine.
General question I'm asking. If suppose I want to implement this MES application at site, suppose if actually with EBMR we can go with the MES application also. It is a
Yes.
Then suppose I want to go for entries in the logbook or batch record. Suppose equipment log condition, all those things with the EBMR. Automatically mission or vessel, it should be interface with
No.
MES application.
No. Actually, what is happening? What is happening here? In for this integrating of any machine to MES, what is happening? So all machine is sending data to OPC server. OPC server is just live server who will take all the data from all type of machine, all PLC, and immediately the OPC server is transferring the data to historian server. And historian server is a database where all data
will be saved,
will be stored. And what is my goal? I will connect my MES application to historian server. That's it. So you can, I can take any type of data from. Like if you will come with 100 machine, I can take it. If your data will be available in historian.
That is consecutive.
Yeah.
That means you are only restoring the data what we are.
Yes. I will take the data from historian. I'm not going to touch your machine. If like this is a big problem. If software built, if like because we are having 100 machines and every machine is having different protocol. So my MES application cannot understand every protocol. I know only one language. Suppose I want to talk with you people, and suppose someone from Hindi, someone from Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Odia. It's difficult for me to understand all language. So what I will do, I know only English. So I will try to talk with everyone with English only. So historian server is doing the same. Historian server is collecting the data from all PLCs. Siemens PLC, Rockwell PLC, Mitsubishi PLCs, and it is storing because every PLC is having different protocol.
Yes, yes.
So I think everyone is clear, right?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Pankaj sir,
Yeah.
Hello.
uh,
Yes.
you are
This is
giving the
Vikram Chaudhary
MES,
from Lupin. So I would like to know about the MES application that is using in Lupin. We are using now Verum software from Germany. So can I apply the same thing in that also?
Yes. Same. See, the goal approach will be same for all application. Approach.
Okay.
Approach.
Thank you.
Approach implementation will be same. Every site is having historian server, and all MES application will take the data from historian only. You will purchase. Some sites will purchase PASEX, some sites will purchase Rockwell FTPS, some sites will purchase OP Center. That is their call to purchase the application. But it's difficult for any application to talk with every machine. That is the thing. And already
and
we are
sir,
having
one more,
data. Mhm.
Okay.
you are
Thank
giving
you.
the training on the application as well as Verum PASEX and Rockwell.
No, application wise, I can say like, see, that's what I told you. Application, suppose I'll give you the training for this Verum PASEX, then definitely
Okay.
the question will come like how to design recipe in Verum, how to design workflow in the Verum.
Yes.
But
yes.
we are not having application. But how the things will work in pharma, how to what is there in this recipe, what is there in the workflow, the approach, the procedure, I can tell you.
But you are
Designing
saying
part
only
you
the
have to.
theoretical, not the practical.
Practically, no one is going to tell you for this MES because it's difficult to open application in his personal laptop. That is the thing.
Yes, but you can provide an dummy ID and you can teach us now.
Yeah, dummy ID I can provide you. See, for that you will access application.
In this
Application
training,
is
you will provide. Hello.
yeah.
Hello. In
Yeah.
this training, you will provide MES architecture also.
Yes,
MES
architecture.
architecture.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, so thing is like someone has told you someone has
And
told about this dummy ID and all. So the thing is like if I'll create dummy ID, but
Yes.
directly you have to indirectly, or like what I can say that finally you have to access the application. An application will be installed in the
System.
company's environment, inside company environment. So
hello.
it's not in the Google that you will access the URL and all. If you are outside from an organization,
Hello,
it's
1 minute,
difficult.
sir.
Yeah,
1
good
minute.
evening.
Admin is, sir. Everyone is unmuted. Someone has to control everyone.
I'm not understanding what
Okay.
is happening.
No, everyone is unmuted. That's what we couldn't listen. What you are
Okay.
telling, what they are
Mhm.
asking. That's the
Okay.
reason. Admin should control all those
Okay.
questions.
Yeah. Admin, please mute everyone. Yeah. One by one, everyone can ask questions. Okay.
Boss, one
So.
question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Boss, I'm working in Biocon, boss, packing department.
Okay.
Right now we are using the Rockwell software for packing serialization purpose. There is any similarities is there for Rockwell serialization as well as MES?
This Rockwell is a MES application only, na?
No, apart from that one, Rockwell serialization
Okay.
application also is there, sir.
Understood. So for the serialization, you are having a Rockwell application, right?
Exactly.
Okay. No, this I'm not having any idea about this serialization MES, but serialization thing for what application you are using for the serialization. I'm not having any idea about. But this
Rockwell software
Rockwell,
we are using for the serialization.
Rockwell software. Rockwell is software company who is creating
Yes,
software for other
yes.
every process. It's not software, I can say.
Yes.
It's not Rockwell is not limited for the
Rockwell,
software. Rockwell, yeah.
Hey, MES is
exactly.
not a
Rockwell we
software,
are
guys.
using,
MES is not a software
but
system.
MES is not using. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It is an
Okay. Thank
application.
you, boss.
MES is an application or a software?
So
So
application means software. you can say.
Mr. Saidulu, it is not application and it is not a software. It is the just a flow and manufacturing execution system. What was the process flow and what was the recipe management? What was the how to design the application and how to integrate the machine? All those things they will explain. It is not an application and it is not an this one.
Great. Good. And apart from that, we'll assist you in the resume preparation and all. So the course content will be like Industry 4.0 basics, basic benefit and future for MES application clients, interface of MES application with other application, recipe and workflow designing, MES application architecture, SAP MES interface, MES historian interface, MES OPC interface I missed. Sorry for that. And the GXP document for implementation of the project. And yeah, I think I missed one more thing, that validation. Like validation will be also come in picture, like validation documents, what all things we need to do for this validation for this MES application. We need to do this IQ, OQ, PQ. These things I'll explain when IQ will require. What type of servers will come in picture, like quality, production, sandbox server. Apart from that, at the end you will get a question answer. You will get 50-20 questions and maybe 25 questions, and you have to just
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Shall we get the demo recorded class?
Yeah, definitely will get.
Because
there it will be uploaded on the YouTube. You can see those recorded sessions from the YouTube itself.
I'm asking that the demo, not the classes.
Can you repeat again?
I'm asking that I'm unable to listen and watch the demo right now, so that I can get the tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the recorded class.
Yeah, we'll share the link to you. Okay.
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
How many days the training will be per one session?
Training
Hello?
training will be for yeah, training will be for 1 month, and we'll have classes on weekends. Sometimes weekdays also happening, like if you guys are availability there, as per availability, we'll schedule the class on the weekdays also, which is required, but generally the class would be on weekend.
Hello, Mr. Pankaj.
I have.
Yeah, please tell me.
We have much experience on manufacturing, means around 12 years. We are having around 12 years experience on manufacturing experience in quality assurance department. We can get a offer. Suppose we can you can put it as an assistance for MES department, MES application side. No. What was the position and how we can get is we have zero experience and we have experience with 12 years and we can start now career with MES, means how it will be accepted by IT people.
Yeah.
How we can get it?
That means switch over from pharma to IT. That is only
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I told you. Like if you learn this MES and all, then you will get a chance to work in this pharma and IT both. And somewhat you can say there is a relation between IT and other all type of manufacturing industry. It's not related with only pharma. Like IT is connected with all type of manufacturing. IT is connected with pharma manufacturing. IT is connected with this automotive and manufacturing. So IT is required, and the major challenge for all manufacturing companies are that they are not able to implement any application, any software, any hardware by own. If you are a very big pharma company, still you are not. It's difficult for you to implement MES application by own without any support of any software company. It's not you will just think that, like how is the openings, how is the opportunity will be available in this pharma and IT both.
That's what we said, Pankaj, Mr. Suppose we have 12 years experience in manufacturing side. Now we have to switch over and we need to go for IT. How they will treat? Suppose they are being giving as a team leader and above team leader. we can't. We don't know what was the software is happening and what was the things happening.
Yeah.
Suddenly it will happen. So how we
for
can
you people, yeah. So
overcome
for
on that?
you people,
We don't have that
yeah,
much experience on software designing
Yes, yes.
and programming.
the
That is telling.
programming is not required at all for this. First, let me clear one thing. So best job in this MES is validation, and for you QA people are very good in this validation. You might have validated different application. You might have validated SAP things also.
One thing I wanted to be share here. As you are already have a knowledge of the process, I think, so you will be more preferable because you have a process knowledge plus MES knowledge. So it's become a best combination. This is my opinion, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what. So finally, in MES, we are going to design the flow of process only. And you guys are having 12 years of experience for this process. So you like for this designing of process, for designing of recipe, it's very easy for you people to design.
In this training, you will tell about how to design that recipes, how to upload that
Yes.
recipes into that. You will
No.
teach.
Yeah. I will design basic recipe, like how recipe will work, how to design recipe. So it's difficult to design end-to-end recipe. Like I'll start from this taking raw material to finished good. So some smart part I will design it and I'll show you how I designed the recipe, how we designed the recipe for this dispensing. So for other similar, everyone can design it.
Sir, I have
For recipe designing, any soft programming knowledge or any C?
No,
Any
not required.
Hello, sir. This is Vikram. Sir, how for the presentation from
No, Vikram, your voice is. I cannot hear you completely, Vikram. Your voice is breaking.
Sir,
Sir, I
Vikram,
have a question.
yeah.
My name is Elil. I am handling CSV activity, working as a deputy manager in QC department. We are having so many softwares like LIMS, all those softwares we know that, but we don't have MES, PLC. Up to PLC we have. How can we connect this MES to LIMS for getting all those sample requests?
Yeah. So the thing is like you cannot directly integrate MES to LIMS. First, MES is having some data, then you will connect this MES to LIMS. Yeah, it's after like first companies are implementing this MES for with this SAP MES interface. Later they are implementing for this historian MES interface, and after that they are going to integrate this LIMS and MES interface. But very few companies have implemented this LIMS and MES interface.
Because both
Okay,
are
fine.
different applications, and this is completely related to only manufacturing execution.
Yes.
Not for
that's what.
QC.
Yes, that's what I said. You can do
Yes,
do integration, but what will be the outcome? Companies definitely put some money and company want outcome. Without outcome, there is no point to connect. Is there any point to connect MES application for this? What I can say, LIMS. If there is no that much of type of requirement. If it is required, definitely companies will integrate. But yeah, it is required, but companies are not taking that much, what I can say, that aggregation, like we have to implement it immediately like that. But they are implementing it for this SAP MES interface, then they are implementing for the historian MES. Finally, what all data what all activity they are doing on the shop floor while producing of the medicine, those data should be available in the EBMR. Their target would be like that. Their target
Okay, I could assess it. It's like a SAP. Am I right? SAP
Yeah.
application. Okay.
Yeah, Bikram, you are also saying something, I think.
Vikram here.
Yeah.
Sir, Vikram, yeah. So my question is that can we apply my CSU learning in this MES system?
Yeah. See, CSV is evergreen thing. You can apply your CSV in every application. Suppose instead of MES, in future you will learn this SAP also. Then your CSV part will come in picture. CSV is evergreen like this. CSV will be available for all MES application. Because finally we have to do this computer system validation. Na? Either you are using this SAP LIMS or MES or this historian. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Sir, I have a question. You are telling all those data will be archived from PLC or SCADA or any other applications. But how can we retrieve all those data in one place, and how can you modify those data as EBM?
No. I am not going to modify the data. I am
Okay.
going to capture the data. Modification of any data should be auditable. You guys are from pharma background, right? So modification
Yes.
of any data, like deletion of any data would be audit trial, definitely. So
Yes,
suppose,
that I know, sir.
yeah.
That I know. See, what I'm asking you,
Hmm.
all those data will be archived in one place. All those
Okay.
documents will be captured in MES. Am I
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All those data will be captured on time or
Yeah. On
um,
time. On time. On time. See, suppose you started one machine and you have
okay.
to capture the machine start time in your MES application. So what will happen? Machine PLC will send the data to OPC, and OPC will send the data to historian, and I can take the data from OPC or I can take the data from historian. But for MES application, it's easy for me to take the data from historian, because the data is going to be stored in the historian server, but the data is not going to be stored on the OPC server.
Okay. Okay, fine, sir.
Yeah. Anyone having any
Hello.
question?
So my question is that what is the minimum and maximum package I can get after become the expert of MES?
So, like as a fresher, you won't get that much, but if you will lead the site, at least you will get 15-20. After that, maybe you will lead the 3-4 sites. If you are part of a MES 8 or something, you will get 40-50 lakhs, 50-60 lakhs.
Mr. Pankaj,
Mhm.
have you involved in how many projects during MES integration, all those things?
Yeah, I was part of a global project for
Mhm.
this global implementation. So the
Actually, you are in pharma background or IT background you are from?
So I am from IT background only, but I did support. I did this. I was leading for installation configuration for couple of sites, Indian sites, some abroad sites also. Apart from that, I currently I'm also leading some sites and all. So
Okay.
I'm from
Means,
IT background only, but
and
basically
means are you doing for projects for pharma projects also?
yes. Even I did lot of projects. I was
Mhm.
part of this core team. You know, we were having global implementation, so we were doing this core validation for this MES application, and then we are deploying the application different sites as per their requirement. So we'll understand from the beginning, like, or what are these URS, FS, DS,
Okay.
CS. These documents is very important. We'll having release notes also. So we'll understand all type of GXP assessment document. So everything will understand this. Or documentation part is also very important for this MES application and for this pharma industry. So either you are going to implement any application for this pharma, you have to
Okay.
yeah.
What's the
Your voice is breaking. I don't know who is speaking. What is that? His voice is breaking. I cannot hear him.
question there? Which one has
I cannot
MES
hear
or
you.
computer systems validation?
No, I cannot hear you. Can you please repeat it again or post your question in the chat box?
One in the white open career.
Not in the stable form.
Hello, Pankaj.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
After completion of this training, we can able to design that MES application.
No, we can design recipe workflow. We can. It's not. We cannot design the application. We are not going to design.
At
Designing
least
part.
we can integrate.
Yes, integrate. See, we
We
can
can
design the
deploy.
recipe. We will able to design the recipe workflow. We will able to validate the recipe. We will able to
But
test the data is coming.
Validation is nothing is there, but design and deployment, implementation, it is somewhat
No,
we want to
for
learn.
so
Validation.
I
suppose.
have a question, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
I have a question, sir. Is this a GAM 3 or GAM 4 or GAM 5?
It's GAM4 application only.
Can we customize this application?
Yeah, this application is customizing as per the requirement of the site. But for that, they need to provide this FS document that should be validated before this deployment of the application.
Okay.
So customization is required because definitely companies are purchasing the application, global application, and the requirement. The same application cannot be going to be used for everyone. Like we are using WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is we are not customizing anything in our WhatsApp, and the same WhatsApp we are using. But
Yes,
if we yes, but the companies cannot use the same application because for the OSD also every company is having different process, and software company cannot aware about the requirement of all pharma companies while creating the application. So definitely customization will come in picture.
Excuse me, boss. Hello.
Yeah.
To implement the EB pair, is any mandatory to learn about the MES, boss? Is any interlink is there?
Yeah. See, you have to implement this BPR or BMR. Finally, both things
So
for that we have to
Yeah, why I'm asking means, see, our company, we have there is a provision of the EBPR and EMR, but we have not used the MES, so that's why I'm asking you. So
yeah. See, every company is not using MES right now. Slowly, it will take 20 years, 10-20 years. Yeah, it's not easy. Everyone is starting this MES today, and
so that means without MES, we can replace the EBPR also, right?
See, without MES, companies are manufacturing medicine, but while after implementation of MES,
Okay.
company has to design the recipe with product wise, market wise, and then they will execute the recipe for every.
Suppose MES means it is completely automation.
It is process automation.
Process automation. Suppose example, can I explain one example?
Yeah.
Everyone, if anyone interested means I can tell example.
Okay.
Suppose we have 1,000 liters vessel, solution vessel. Hello.
Okay.
Suppose we are creating recipe. How we are getting means automatically 1,000 valve should be open and vessel should be open and 1,000 liters should be drop in the vessel. Again it will be automatically will close. Again raw material will add. Then excipient will add. Automation. Everything is automation. Suppose 10 kg raw material should be add. That time that automatically it will be open door means mouth vessel will open and we can pour into the raw material into the in that one solution. Again, it will be stirring. Suppose 30 minutes we are in the recipe, we are capturing it is a 30 minutes. It will stir automatically, and will be stop after 30 minutes. Suppose we need to check the pH adjustment, it will be asked automatically. Means everything, how we are designing the process, how we are designing the BMR. Same thing we can apply in recipe. It completely automatically it will be stop, and it will be asked some questions like that. It will happen. How we are processing is that.
Okay, I understood. But right now I have a question.
Pankaj, this is right only. Means as my experience.
No, actually, what happened? You explained in very difficult language, and also I'll try to explain in very short format. Like, suppose for every raw material for manufacturing of any medicine, we need to perform dispensing of raw material, right?
Yes.
So for the dispensing of raw material, what activity we are doing? First, we need to identify that. Yeah, we can easily say our all activities, our all details will be available in our BMR, right?
Yes.
So we know our process. We know our process of dispensing of any raw material. We know what all equipments we are using while dispensing of raw material. We know.
Okay, based on BMR, we can make it as a customized application.
Recipe.
Am I right?
We can, based on the BMR, we will create recipe.
We have to raise that. Okay.
We will create the recipe. So as I told you, we know about the process flow. We know about what all equipments we are going to use for the dispensing of any raw material. So both things we know. And what we are going to capture while dispensing, that we also should know. While dispensing, we want to capture all material information. We want to capture all equipment information. We want to capture who performed what activity at what time. We want to capture this also. So
okay,
we want to capture all these things. So
yes,
we
all
have
those
to
things we
yeah.
have to capture.
Yeah, just a second. Let me complete. So so we need to, now we are able to create, we are ready to create recipe. So basic recipe will be like, first I need to, the flow of for this recipe will be like, first I need to scan first I need to identify the material, which material I want to use, that we need to capture. So we'll add this so what I can say, first we need to identify the material, then we need to select the scale. So this is just a flow. First identify material phase will come. Second phase, second step, you can say second step will be tear the scale, then weigh the scale. Then after weighing, we need to release the scale. So, and before starting of the activity, I will capture who is going to perform this activity. So now my all data will be available in our MES database, and I am able to what I can say, generate one EPMR for that.
Okay, fine, sir. All those activities should be recorded in BMR. Instead of BMR, all those activities we have to enter or directly will be captured from
batch report.
Batch report. Okay. Right now, I have a question. If we and get all those process details, we are having all those process details. Based on that, we are raising URS, FSDS. We can get the application. Okay. After getting the application, can we modify this application or not? Why? Because this process flow is different. Total validation
Yes, that's
flow
what
will
I
be
told you.
varying.
That's what I told you. While a scanning of material, some company will tell, I want while scanning, I want batch number, sublot number, and material number also. While in my barcode, some company will tell no. While scanning my barcode would be like batch number and material number. Some company will tell my barcode would be like only sublot number. Yeah, if software is not having that much functionality, then the software company will develop that. Then pharma company have to pay that money, extra money.
Okay, fine. Why? Because
It is
the
customizable. It is
actual
customizable, but they're not going to skip this compliance part. Okay. I think that is done for today. Today is like a demo session, and you can
Yeah,
get.
sir, one more question.
Hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, how different it is SCADA and the DCS? Same thing you can do it in batch and the recipes in the SCADA also.
No, yeah, SCADA, and these things are outdated for the market right now. Yeah, we are having a SCADA, but we are not getting paid
Yeah.
that much for this SCADA and all. That is the another thing. And thing is like we are not going to touch this SCADA and all for that. We are taking the data
Okay.
from historian and we are capturing the data into MES. That's it. Yeah,
Okay,
Krishna.
but some companies already have a SCADA. So same
Ah,
batch reports, everything you can do it recipes
no,
in SCADA.
SCADA, but where you are capturing this material
What is the
information?
difference between SCADA and MES? What is the difference
SCADA,
between?
see, SCADA is used for this machine, like live, what is happening live right now, right? For this machine. But this
Okay.
is for process. Who is performing what activity? Process is not. See, a SCADA is part of machine automation.
Okay.
But MES is about process automation. Process. We are more.
Same as our BMR, you know, you have to design like a recipe. That's it.
Yeah.
Our BMR only. Same. Our BMR only we are manufacturing in the paper. Same like we are creating one recipe for the manufacturing thing. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question, Pankaj.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So based on the discussion and everyone's input, I got some point like it is providing the interface between ERP means SAP
SAP.
software and DMS documentation management software and material control software and process PCS and other systems. Again, it is depending on the company requirement, as you mentioned several times. Like some company will ask that integration to be done with the material requirements and also process, operational requirement. And some organization will ask everything like manufacturing side automation is required and laboratory controls automation is required. In addition to that, peripheral devices like barcodes and labels, like shipping projects. So that thing also they will ask for the interfaces from the PASIX, right? MES system, so that the process can be automated and any operators or supervisors who are doing that manual entries that can be reduced. Only they can operate with the mission, so that with the electronic signatures like date and time and the initials will be recorded. So it will be mostly compliance to 21 CFR EU annexure level, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, okay. I got it. But only one thing, like you are explaining that standards like S88 or S95 also, right? S88 related to batch process control, S95 related to standard addressing the interfaces between ERP and MES. So those are all
Yeah.
general standards which are required to be followed for the manufacturing execution system. And yeah, in addition to that, maybe you are giving glimpse about OPC like data access and alarms and events and ETL.
Yeah.
Knowledge on ETL
Yeah.
are not
Definitely.
required.
No. Yeah, I'll try to explain like how OPC flow will happen, how data will flow like that. See,
Because
we
in the
cannot
OPS
see.
only, OPC server will be there and ODBC will be there. So which will exchange the data between data access within that PCS system.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No. Correct. It's correct one.
Yeah. Maybe as you said, like SQL database, why it is required means whenever you, I mean, in terms of review of the functional specification or technical specification. So people used to write that specification with in terms of the tables with under data types, right?
No. SQL data SQL database will be required for storing of data only, na. Like any MES application, we will perform some, suppose we perform some activity. So while performing activity, some data will generate. Where data will store? We'll store that data into SQL database only, no?
No. What I am trying to say is when I mean we are not able to write the design specification because that is completely done by technical team, right? Or a vendor, a DS and all. So in that, if the fields are to be understandable means we do have some knowledge on the SQL. For example, in case of alarm means alarm unit type will be data type will be like varchar or date will be 13, like some kind of tables they used to mention in the design specification while creating that architecture of the fixed alarm table. So in that case, maybe definitely, so at least some knowledge is required when we are going through the document. So from the DS to OQ, I mean DS will be linked with IQ, right? DS
Yes.
and
No.
CS
It
will be
depends. It depends upon your application. How, what is there in the
yeah.
DS. For this MES, DS will be different. For that other software, MES will be different.
No. Software will be different, as you said. Like it is mostly basic understanding of the interfaces and the data types, how they are designing. For example, even material quantity also. If we are having some quantity UAM, I mean units of measurement, and the data type, if you are giving means in the DS and all, then definitely we have to write that data in the form of tables only, right? So in that
Yes.
case of recipe design and material table designing, no, in the DS and all, maybe you can give that. I mean, basics about these also. Maybe to get more understanding about that um DS, and also when it comes to that OQ, right, verification of those things, then it will be
Yeah.
better to cross verify the DS with the IQ,
Yeah.
right?
Wherever it is required, we'll definitely will support on that. We'll definitely uh, involve that thing.
Sure. Thank you. Because we people are
Yeah. We
not
can
aware about
understand,
that.
Krishna. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
understand.
We are not
We
aware
can.
of that data types, like where they
Yeah.
can give, right? Because everything depending on the parameters and the data types. When we are designing any recipe means, for example, process flow means everyone can understand in the terms of functioning, like dispensing, granulation, and compression, and packing, coating, and packing, and all these things people can get it. But when it comes to that designing part and how they are giving the fields, right? So with respect to the machine language, so that we do have some knowledge on the data types like numericals or char or varchars and all. Maybe you should
But
give more views on that, then it will
no,
be good to
Krishna.
understand.
Krishna, they will discuss more. Everything will cover whatever is required related to MES. We will discuss that. We will involve those things into MES, and we'll definitely cover those things. But apart from that, we'll having a SCADA system. We'll having LIM system. We are not going to touch those systems because we are part of MES. We are part of MES group. We have to work for MES. For that, I am going to cover only MES and what all MES integration will come. And will involve all type of documentation thing. We have to cover all GXP documentation. We have to cover IQ, OQ, PQ. We have to cover.
Sure. Because I just want to
No,
add
I completely agree with your point, Krishan. We won't skip those things because validation is the most important thing for implementation of any application for any site.
sure,
I
definitely,
think
because
we are good.
even we are performing some kind of fit gap analysis also prior to go ahead with that MES system, right? For example, existing system will be ERP or SAP system. Up to that certain activity, When we are
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
some
definitely.
automation, we are using that interfaces, then definitely we should perform some gaps or fit assessment and a proposed solution and requirement
Yeah,
specification.
yeah, Krishnan, we'll cover those things wherever. So what I told you, like, wherever it is required and what all things will be required, we'll cover those. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yeah, thank you.
So I think we are good. We can we can stop this demo session today, and the person interested who can join this. Okay. Take it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks again. Bye.
Okay. So next batch will be started something on Saturday, Sunday. Okay. This batch, yeah.